Number 1.
1951 Ford Victoria Hardtop. Price, $20,000. Location, Kentucky. Offered here is a 1951 Ford Custom Victoria, the first hardtop ever produced by Ford and a stylish standout in the final year of the revolutionary 1949 to 1951 generation. Designed by Gordon Bierig, this model featured clean pillarless styling, dependable V8 power, and enough luxury to compete with Chevrolet's Bel Air, outselling it in its only model year. This particular Victoria benefits from a comprehensive 2014 restoration and a 2017 engine rebuild, making it a well-presented and mechanically sound example of an increasingly collectible early 50s Ford. Finished in light blue with a contrasting white roof, the exterior showcases flowing lines and chrome accents throughout, including a continuous beltline trim, taillight surrounding quarter spears, and large, polished bumpers and grille. While a few minor scratches and imperfections are noted in the finish, the overall condition remains excellent. Wide white wall tires add a period-correct touch, and panel gaps are consistent throughout. Inside, the Victoria's two-tone periwinkle and white vinyl bench seats are matched by coordinated door panels and black carpeting. The dash is finished in light blue with a chrome mesh insert, factory controls, and aftermarket gauges discreetly installed below. A restored black Bakelite steering wheel maintains the period look. Though the original radio is not installed, it is included with the sale. The white headliner shows minor staining but is otherwise intact. Under the hood sits a rebuilt 239 Ci flathead V8 painted in copper, topped with a black oil bath air cleaner and fed by a 2-barrel carburetor. It's backed by a 3-speed manual transmission with a new clutch and pressure plate installed in 2016, and a Ford 9-inch rear axle. Hoses, wiring, and ancillaries are in excellent condition. The undercarriage is particularly well detailed, with a black painted frame, body color floors, and clean suspension components. Notably, this car retains its Victoria-only frame ID plates. A dual exhaust system with Smithy's mufflers, new fuel tank and lines, and drum brakes on all 4 corners round out the mechanicals. On the road, this Ford delivers a smooth, comfortable ride with responsive steering and decent acceleration, though the car could benefit from a tune-up and fresh fuel. The heater and wipers were inoperative at the time of testing. With its sharp styling, rare hardtop configuration, and thorough restoration, this 1951 Ford Victoria is an ideal candidate for shows, cruising, or weekend enjoyment. A great opportunity to own a pivotal model in Ford's design history that's ready to be appreciated now.
Number 2.
1949 Plymouth P18 Special Deluxe Convertible. Price, $14,000. Location, Pennsylvania. Finished in Kitchener green with a black canvas top, this 1949 Plymouth P18 Special Deluxe Convertible offers vintage post-war design and charm at an approachable price point. With a classic curved body, wide fenders, and tasteful chrome trim, it's a true embodiment of affordable American luxury from the pre-tailfin era. This example is a solid candidate for light restoration, offered as a running project from long-term indoor storage. The exterior presents as a 20-footer, with aged paint, some bubbling and signs of previous bodywork, but intact trim and nice curb appeal. Chrome bumpers and stainless accents still shine, while wide white wall bias ply tires with dog dish hubcaps complete the classic look. The black cloth top appears newer and features a clear plastic rear window. Inside, the green broadcloth and vinyl upholstery shows wear, seam splits, and light soiling, but the design remains intact with Art Deco-inspired trim and a stylish dash. The painted metal dashboard and chrome bezels retain a charming patina, and the large cream Bakelite steering wheel remains a centerpiece. The tan carpeting and green dash add warmth and contrast to the utilitarian interior. Power comes from a 217 CIL head inline 6 mated to a 3-speed manual transmission, with a 3.90 rear axle. The engine bay is unrestored and patinated but reportedly turns over by hand. The undercarriage shows typical surface rust and repair panels in the flooring but remains solid structurally. A new single exhaust system has been installed. This Special Deluxe will require mechanical recommissioning before road use but represents a rare opportunity to own a real post-war convertible with elegant lines and durable engineering. A stylish, project-ready Plymouth with lots of potential and a very attainable price point.
Number 3.
1950 Cadillac Series 61 Coupe. Price, $29,500. Location, California. Presented here is a 1950 Cadillac Series 61 two-door coupe, a rolling statement of post-war American luxury and design. This final generation Series 61 coupe shows 43,973 miles, non-actual, and retains its original, numbers-matching 331 CI V8 under the hood. Finished in a striking burgundy and gold two-tone combination, it exemplifies Cadillac's blend of functional chrome and flowing Art Deco design that helped solidify its place as the standard of the world. The body remains straight and well-aligned, with the tall front fenders and sweeping pontoon lines leading to a dramatic rear quarter profile featuring integrated fender skirts and restrained fins. Bright work includes the massive front grille, vertical bumper guards, and long trim spears, all showing some age and light pitting but presenting cleanly overall. The paint is smooth and even throughout, offering strong curb appeal with no major flaws reported. Inside, the car features a spacious cabin trimmed in various shades of gray with cloth and vinyl door panels, lightly patinated split bench seats, and a matching rear seat with generous legroom. The dash is finished in tan with chrome-trimmed instruments, a burgundy mid-panel housing the clock and AM radio, and a large plastic steering wheel with age-related cracking. While the horn and radio are currently inoperative, the rest of the accessories function properly. The mohair headliner and loop carpeting remain intact and serviceable, and the trunk includes a wide white wall spare on a red wheel. The original 331 cubic inch V8 produces 160 horsepower and is paired with a 4-speed Hydromatic automatic transmission and 3.36 rear gears. The engine bay is exceptionally clean, and the drivetrain is reported to run smoothly with no major leaks, aside from a minor transmission drip. Underneath, the car is well preserved with factory-style black undercoating, minimal rust, and a newer-appearing exhaust tailpipe. Suspension consists of coil springs up front and leaf springs in the rear, with drum brakes at all 4 corners. On the road, this Cadillac drives with the gravitas one would expect from a 211-inch luxury coupe. The big V8 starts easily, the ride is floaty and smooth, and visibility is surprisingly good. Despite its size, the car tracks well and remains stable in operation. This 1950 Cadillac Series 61 Coupe is a graceful survivor from Cadillac's golden age, visually bold, mechanically sound, and preserved in highly original condition. A worthy candidate for continued preservation or light restoration, it's a statement piece ready to cruise or show.
Number 4.
1951 Dodge Metobrook 4-door sedan. Price, $8,000. Location, New York. Offered here is a 1951 Dodge Metobrook 4-door sedan, a mid-range model that's slotted between the base Wayfarer and upscale Coronet in Dodge's post-war lineup. For 1951, the Metobrook received a restyled front end, new dashboard, and a larger windshield, while continuing to offer Dodge's rugged 230ci inline-6 mated to a fluid-drive semi-automatic transmission. This example shows 81,283 miles, not title verified, and is described by the seller as the only registered survivor of its kind in New York. The body presents in granite gray with signs of age including mismatched paint panels, surface rust on the roof, and some amateur body repairs on the lower sections. Despite this, the chrome trim is well preserved, and details like the faded cloisonné hood badge, ram's head hood ornament, and stainless window surrounds remain in place and attractive. Factory steel wheels wear Dodge Dog Dish hubcaps and aged Blackwell tires from 2009. While certainly showing patina in use, the exterior remains straight and largely intact. Inside, the cabin retains a wonderfully original dashboard finished in marble-like granite gray with chrome trim and clean gauge faces. The factory steering wheel with its red center medallion remains a highlight. Seat coverings include green slipcovers over the front split bench, with some seam separation and were visible underneath. The rear seat shows its age with topside tiers, but still offers vintage charm with integrated armrests. The broadcloth headliner is tight and clean, and a ribbed black mat up front contrasts with worn tan carpeting in the rear. Powering this Metobrook is its original, numbers-matching 230ci L-head inline-6, fed by a single-barrel carburetor and paired with Dodge's 3-speed fluid-drive semi-automatic transmission and 3.90 rear gears. A recent valve job, new battery, and brake service have been performed, helping ensure solid running condition. Underneath, the frame and floors appear solid with some expected surface rust. The car retains its factory-style suspension, coil springs up front, leaf springs in the rear, and drum brakes at all four corners. Undercoating and patina are visible throughout the undercarriage. On the road, the Dodge is reported to start easily, idle smoothly, and drive with comfort and reliability. While not built for speed, it handles its duties as a 1950s family sedan with grace and functionality. All systems were functional at the time of testing. This 1951 Metobrook represents a seldom-seen opportunity to own an unmolested, drivable piece of early post-war Mopar history. It's an honest survivor that's mechanically sorted, full of character, and ready for cruising or preservation class events.
Number 5.
1953 Ford Crestline Sunliner Convertible. Price, $17,800. Location, Colorado. A bold and wildly customized take on Ford's Golden Anniversary convertible, this 1953 Sunliner blends 1950s flair with vintage hot rod spirit in a way that's hard to ignore. From its pink scallops and Packard taillights to the lake pipes and Continental kit emblazoned with "I Love Lucy," this Crestline custom wears its nostalgia proudly. With some mechanical attention needed, it's an older build that still shines with style and presence. Finished in a vibrant aqua with pink scalloped accents, the body features a host of custom touches including Corvette-style grille teeth, Frenched headlights, lake pipes, fender skirts, and grafted-in rear fins. The rear showcases Packard Clipper taillights, a Continental kit, and pink detailing that carries onto the 14-inch steel wheels with Lancer-style hubcaps and wide white walls. Chrome trim highlights the windshield and convertible top area, with a white canvas roof providing contrast. Some rust bubbles and evidence of prior bodywork are visible on the lower panels, but overall presentation remains eye-catching and unique. Inside, the visual drama continues with white vinyl tuck-and-roll upholstery accented by aqua piping and trim. A split bench up front and full-width rear bench offer plenty of room for passengers. The original dash houses the factory speedometer arch, chrome knobs, and an AM radio. A vintage black steering wheel with a few age cracks fronts the dash, while the center pod retains the original clock. Black carpeting grounds the cabin in classic 1950s ambience. Under the hood is a 239 Ci Ford flathead V8, finished in correct Ford blue with a 2-barrel carburetor and chrome air cleaner. It's backed by a 3-speed manual transmission and a 3.90 rear axle. While the engine bay is cleanly detailed, the car does require mechanical attention. A rear main seal leak is present, the clutch feels weak, and a stuck valve creates audible tapping under load. It starts and drives but will need sorting before extended use. The undercarriage shows a mix of patina, undercoating, and surface rust, but remains structurally sound. The frame and floors are solid, with independent coil spring suspension up front, leaf springs out back, and drum brakes all around. Smithy mufflers and clean exhaust pipes provide a throaty, classic rumble. Though it needs some mechanical TLC, this 53 Ford Crestline Sunliner is a rolling tribute to 1950s Americana with personality in spades. A true one-of-one custom with decades of flair, perfect for cruise nights, local shows, or simply making a statement wherever it goes.
Number 6.
1949 Studebaker Commander Regal Deluxe Series 16A Convertible. Price, $28,000. Location, Pennsylvania. One of just 1,702 Regal Deluxe convertibles built for 1949, this top-of-the-line Studebaker Commander represents a rare and stylish post-war cruiser with presence to spare. Built in South Bend, Indiana, and finished in sleek velvet black over an oxblood interior, this convertible captures Studebaker's forward-thinking design and understated luxury. The exterior features unique trim exclusive to the Regal Deluxe series, including extra chrome moldings in the grille, stainless rocker panels, front fender vents, and sleek rear fender skirts. The wraparound bumpers with prominent guards, a jet age hood ornament, and 4-segment taillights add elegant flair. The ivory canvas convertible top, while showing light age, remains intact with a glass rear window. A small scratch near a fender skirt is the only noteworthy flaw in an otherwise impressive finish. Inside, The car is dressed in rich oxblood vinyl with matching low-pile carpeting. The large split front bench and narrower rear seat are beautifully preserved. A standout deluxe regal ivory steering wheel, 3-spoke with horn ring, fronts an Art Deco dash with machine-turned inserts, ivory-lettered black gauges, and an original AM radio. The trunk is clean and fitted with a period-correct spare. Under the hood sits a 226 CIL head inline-six producing 94 horsepower, paired to a Borg-Warner 3-speed manual with overdrive, reported to be in working order. The engine compartment retains a largely original look, including its olive green engine block and a rare intact automatic lubricator system. Power is sent to the rear wheels via a 4.55 gear set and traditional drum brakes. Underneath, the car presents as remarkably clean for its age. While light surface rust is visible on untreated metal, no serious corrosion is noted. Suspension includes transverse leafs up front and longitudinal leafs in the rear. A single exhaust system with deflector exits beneath the bumper. Smooth running and comfortable, this convertible still delivers a luxurious open-air experience and remains a rare sight even at marque-specific shows. For collectors of post-war Americana or Studebaker devotees, this Regal Deluxe is a compelling piece of history and a standout addition to any garage.
Number 7.
1950 Chrysler Royal Sedan. Price, $9,000. Location, Austin. This 1950 Chrysler Royal 4-door sedan represents the final year of Chrysler's Royal line and stands as a beautifully preserved example of early post-war American motoring. Showing 46,720 miles, non-verifiable, the car remains highly original and well-maintained, showcasing the understated elegance that defined Chrysler's entry-level models at the time. With a sleek black finish and plenty of chrome, it looks every bit the proud boulevard cruiser of 1950s, Main Street. The exterior wears a deep, glossy black finish over straight body panels and retains all original trim, including the bright stainless midline spears, full rocker moldings, gravel shields, and near-pristine Royal script fender badges. The chrome bumpers and grille gleam with very little wear, and a winged hood ornament crowns the rounded front end. Classic white wall tires wrap steel wheels with polished Chrysler hubcaps for an authentic finishing touch. Inside, the car features what appears to be its original upholstery, with horizontally striped multi-tone broadcloth seats flanked by coral and blue vinyl bolsters. The door panels remain intact with slight wear, and the dash retains its factory-grade paint, chrome trim, and clean glass gauges. A white Bakelite steering wheel, ribbed brightwork across the dashboard, and a spotless rubber front mat speak to the level of preservation. In the rear, brown low-pile carpeting and a tan mohair headliner complete the period-correct ambience. Power comes from the original 250.6 Ci flathead Spitfire inline-six paired to Chrysler's fluid-drive semi-automatic 3-speed transmission and 3.90 gears in the rear. The engine bay shows honest aging with visible patina but appears unrestored and correct. Underneath, the structure remains solid with factory undercoating, some light surface rust on the usual components, and an overall sound frame and floors. On the road, it starts easily, idles smoothly, and drives as a stately full-size sedan should. It's not built for speed, but offers a reliable, quiet ride with all systems reportedly functional. The original spare and jack remain in the trunk. This Chrysler Royal is a prime example of mid-century design and engineering, offering preserved charm, excellent presentation, and immediate usability. An ideal choice for vintage touring or local shows, it marks the end of an era in Chrysler history.
Number 8.
1950 Ford Custom Deluxe 2-door Landau Hardtop. Price, $6,500. Location, Oklahoma. This 1950 Ford Custom Deluxe Landau Hardtop is an eye-catching Restomod-style project car finished in dark red metallic with a canvas-look hardtop and a custom interior. It offers vintage style with some modern touches, including a Ford 302 V8 and a reupholstered cabin. While it's a strong foundation with a running drivetrain, it will need mechanical attention, particularly addressing a noticeable engine knock, before it's ready for regular use. The exterior has classic shoebox Ford styling with a bullet-nose grille, sleek integrated fenders, and smooth body lines free of factory badging. The hardtop mimics a convertible in appearance but is fixed in place and finished in canvas-style material, complete with a slight tear. Chrome on the bumpers and trim is presentable though dulled or silver sprayed in places. The car rides on black steel wheels with trim rings and Ford dog dish hubcaps, wrapped in thin white wall tires. Inside, the cabin features late-model gray leather power bucket seats up front, a matching rear bench, and custom black door panels. The original dash has been painted satin black and is equipped with a central speedometer, aftermarket auxiliary gauges, and billet-style toggle switches. A Grant GT steering wheel and custom aluminum center console with floor shifter add a sporty flair, while black carpeting and a gray headliner tie it all together. Under the hood is a Ford 302 Ci V8 mated to a 3-speed manual transmission and a Ford 9-inch rear axle. While the engine starts and runs, a pronounced knock suggests deeper issues needing immediate attention. Underneath, the car benefits from recent undercoating, a clean fuel tank, and solid floors with only surface rust. Suspension is coil spring up front and leaf spring rear, with drum brakes at all 4 corners. This Ford Custom Deluxe is a great-looking cruiser with desirable modifications, but it's being sold strictly as a project due to its drivetrain condition and lack of title. A great base for someone seeking a shoebox Ford with hot rod potential and room to make it their own.
Number 9.
1941 Hudson 6 Traveler 10T 4-door club sedan. Price, $11,000. Location, Atlanta. This 1941 Hudson 6 Traveler 10T Club sedan is a wonderfully preserved example of pre-war American automotive design. With 43,531 actual miles on the odometer and just 4 owners since new, it presents as both a collectible and a time capsule, perfect for vintage car shows, World War II reenactments, or big band era events. Finished in an elegant two-tone combination of tan over brown, the Hudson's styling is dignified and distinctive. A pointed, upright grille flanked by wide-set headlights and stately front fenders gives it a commanding presence, while full-wheel openings, running boards, and sweeping side trim emphasize its streamlined silhouette. Hudson Commodore body accents further elevate its visual appeal. Minor imperfections include a front fender scuff and some pitting on the brightwork, but overall, the finish is highly presentable. The car rides on matching 16-inch steel wheels with Hudson hubcaps and Coker-wide white walls. The interior features striped tan cloth upholstery on both the front and rear benches, accented by wool panels, brown vinyl, and faux wood trim. The rear suicide doors reveal a spacious passenger compartment with couch-like comfort and ample legroom. A stylish 2-spoke steering wheel with a Hudson center cap fronts a faux wood dash featuring a full gauge set, radio, and speaker grills. Period details such as a steering wheel spinner and horizontal instrumentation offer authentic 1940s charm. A rubber floor mat, taut cloth headliner, and a clean trunk with a fitted carpet mat round out the cabin. Under the hood lies a 212 Ci inline-6 rated at 102 horsepower, fed by a 2-barrel carburetor and mated to a 3-speed manual transmission with overdrive. Power is delivered to the rear wheels via 4.59 gears. The engine bay is clean and honest in its presentation, showcasing careful ownership. Drum brakes handle stopping duties. Underneath, the car is solid with surface rust, oil residue, and some grease buildup is expected from an unrestored driver-quality undercarriage. The suspension consists of coil springs up front and leaf springs in the rear, with a single exhaust system exiting through a stock-style muffler. On the road, the Hudson starts and drives smoothly, offering excellent visibility and a refined cruising experience. Noted issues include weak brakes, a reverse gear that must be held in place, and non-functioning heater, clock, and wipers. All other systems operated properly during testing, though functionality at time of sale is not guaranteed. Classic, rarely seen, and full of Art Deco-era details, this Hudson 6 Traveler is a standout among pre-war sedans. With its elegant styling, comfortable ride, and solid mechanicals, it offers a rewarding entry into collector car ownership or a meaningful addition to an existing vintage collection.
Number 10.
1951 Chevrolet Skyline Sedan Delivery. Price, $28,500. Location, Washington, D.C. Purpose-built in its day and purpose-driven now, this 1951 Chevrolet Skyline Sedan Delivery blends old-school workhorse charm with street rod style and modern performance. Featuring a striking two-tone paint job, Corvette V8 power, and tasteful vintage branding, this custom build turns heads whether it's parked outside a motorcycle shop or cruising to the next Cars and Coffee event. Finished in glossy maroon over black, the paintwork is accented by a shoulder line trim that divides the body with classic precision. Understated chrome from the grille to the gravel guards hints at the car's early 50s origin, while smoke tail lights, tinted glass, and gold Indian motorcycle logos bring in a healthy dose of custom flair. The rear sports painted lettering in tribute to famed Indian restorer Elmer Lower. Rolling on 16-inch American racing torque thrust wheels, this sedan delivery blends nostalgic aesthetics with a hot rod stance. The paint remains in excellent condition with only a few minor edge touch-ups noted. Inside, the custom gray and black interior brings comfort and modern touches without losing its vintage appeal. Tweed door panels and black carpeting with tweed-lined footwells add texture and warmth. Black leather-trimmed bucket seats provide a contemporary feel, and a matching rear bench adds usability. The gray dash houses odometer gauges in a brushed aluminum cluster, with a traffic light viewer, billet climate controls, Garmin GPS, and an AM/FM/CD player with USB and AUX inputs. A banjo-style steering wheel and tasteful trim round out a very clean, driver-focused cabin. Powering the build is a 350 Ci TPI V8 sourced from a 1988 Corvette, mated to a 700 or 4-4-speed automatic transmission and a Ford 9-inch rear end. Power brakes, discs up front, drums rear, and a Mustang 2-style front suspension ensure drivability is on par with the car's sharp looks. The undercarriage is solid, clean, and finished in uniform black with dual Flowmaster exhaust. On the road, the fuel-injected V8 delivers reliable performance with plenty of torque. Our test loop revealed strong acceleration and a composed ride. The Garmin and most electronics worked as expected, though the right rear turn signal was inoperative, and the front tires showed some rubbing on tight turns. Chevrolet built fewer than 21,000 sedan deliveries in 1951, and even fewer have survived in such well-executed custom condition. This one blends period-correct styling with reliable modern upgrades, making it equally at home in a show lineup or pulling promotional duty. Whether you keep the Indian livery or wrap it for your own business, this one is ready to work or play in style.
Number 11.
1954 Lincoln Cosmopolitan Sedan. Price, $9,900. Location, Austin. Lincoln's final-year Cosmopolitan presents here in gracefully aged condition, a long, low boulevard cruiser with elegant proportions, wraparound glass, and the last of Detroit's early post-war design drama. This 1954 example, fresh from long-term storage, wears original Wellington gray paint, boasts its numbers-matching 317 CI block V8, and offers a worthy base for restoration or patina preservation. The exterior design is classic early 50s Lincoln, heavy chrome bumpers front and rear, vertical dagmers, cathedral-style taillights, and full-length side trim capped by fender skirts. A wraparound windshield and wide greenhouse simulate the bubble-top look that would define the next generation. Though the steel panels remain largely straight, there is visible rust bubbling near the rockers, filler evidence, and paint chips throughout. The Lincoln branded wheel covers ride on 15-inch steel wheels, and the car wears aged white wall inserts, porta-walls, slightly askew. Inside, the cabin showcases the car's original mid-century style with broadcloth bench seats front and rear. The two-tone light and dark blue upholstery appears well preserved, with a fold-down center armrest in back. The dash features gold-tinted gauges under a single eyebrow pod, complemented by a factory AM radio, heater controls, and original switchgear. The blue carpeting is soiled and wrinkled, and the blue-gray headliner shows we're consistent with the car's age. Under the hood sits the original 317.5 Ci Lincoln Y-block V8, finished in aquamarine and topped with a 4-barrel carburetor beneath a gold air cleaner. It's paired with a 4-speed Hydromatic automatic transmission and a 3.31 rear axle. The engine currently turns freely by hand, but mechanical recommissioning will be required before running. The undercarriage remains solid overall, with factory undercoating, independent front coil springs, leaf springs in the rear, and drum brakes all around. Light surface rust and patina are visible on suspension components and exhaust, but no major structural concerns are noted. A true post-war luxury sedan with elegant lines and an understated style, This 1954 Lincoln Cosmopolitan offers classic 50s flair with a powerful Y-block V8 foundation. Whether you're after a unique restoration candidate or a preserved patina cruiser, this Lincoln provides a complete, largely intact platform to bring back to life.
Number 12.
1948 Cadillac Series 62 Custom Coupe. Price, $29,500. Location, Texas. A dramatic fusion of post-war elegance and classic custom styling, this 1948 Cadillac Series 62 Coupe has been transformed into a full-blown lead sled, inspired by icons like Billy Gibbons' Cadzilla. With a chopped roofline, Frenched headlights, shaved trim, and a gleaming custom finish in blurple, this Cadillac is pure rolling sculpture, equal parts radical and refined. The exterior is a statement in custom craftsmanship. A waterfall-style chrome grille sets the tone, flanked by Frenched headlights and a smooth hood adorned with delicate blue and pink pinstriping. Painted bumpers seamlessly blend into the bodywork, and the roof has been lowered for that signature sled silhouette, enhanced by dark-tinted glass. Shaved door handles with remote poppers, custom side mirrors, and integrated rear fender skirts all contribute to the sleek, uninterrupted lines. Tail lights have been relocated to the vertical trailing edges of the rear quarters, and a sculpted rear bumper flows smoothly between them. Polished 15-inch Colorado custom wheels with 225/55 or 17 rubber complete the look. Inside, the car continues to impress with a custom two-tone interior in cream leather and mauve tweed. The front and rear seats feature wide tuck-and roll inserts, and the molded door panels carry the same high-quality material blend. A custom center console houses power window and seat controls, along with a Boss AM/FM/Bluetooth touchscreen. The blurple painted dash sports late model gauges, billet controls, and eyeball AC vents, all topped with a padded cream dash cap. The billet steering wheel is mounted on a tilt column, and a custom tweed headliner ties the entire cabin together. Power comes from a 454 CI big block V8, paired with a TH350 3-speed automatic transmission and a 10-bolt rear axle with highway-friendly 2.43 gearing. A 4-barrel carburetor feeds the engine, and dual exhaust handles the output. The engine bay is clean and well-sorted, showcasing pride of ownership. Underneath, the chassis is rust-free, detailed, and upgraded with front coil springs and a 4-link rear suspension, both with coil springs. Power disc brakes in front and power drums in the rear ensure confident stopping. The undercarriage is spotless and ready for show. On the road, the Cadillac delivers the low and slow attitude you'd expect, with effortless cruising and surprising punch from the big block V8. All tested functions work during the drive, including power accessories, air conditioning, and infotainment. This 1948 Cadillac lead sled blends classic lines with modern muscle and bespoke style. Whether you're hitting the show circuit or just turning heads at every stoplight, this custom coupe is an unforgettable expression of American hot rod culture.
Number 13.
1947 Chevrolet Fleetline Aero Sedan. Price, $18,000. Location, New Jersey. This 1947 Chevrolet Fleetline Aero Sedan is a quintessential post-war fastback, now presented in street rod form with updated mechanicals and vintage styling throughout. Originally the top-selling model of America's best-selling brand in 1947, the Aero sedan stood out for its sleek roofline and bold curves. This example retains much of that character while incorporating a healthy dose of hot rod spirit, with a small block V8, manual gearbox, and custom touches inside and out. Finished in a bold 4-tone paint scheme, pale yellow, copper, beige, and brown, the exterior retains the original sweeping body lines, fastback roof, and rounded fenders, complemented by Kragar chrome wheels and staggered BF Goodrich white letter tires. While the paint maintains a good shine, it shows signs of age including bubbling, blistering, and cracking along the lower panels. Bright work is largely intact with some fading on the grille bars, and stainless rocker and fender trims remain in place. The classic roofline flows seamlessly into the tapered rear deck, giving the car its distinctive Aero silhouette. Inside, the car retains its factory-style seat upholstery and tan-striped broadcloth, appearing clean with only minor staining. The front bench features a smooth vinyl tub surround, while the rear bench matches in both style and condition. Yellow low-pile carpeting with deep brown mats and a tight tan headliner give the cabin a warm, finished look. The dash remains largely original with its dual-tone paint and ribbed chrome trim, enhanced by a Grant GT wood-rimmed steering wheel, column-mounted hatch, underdash auto-gauge trio, and an aftermarket AM/FM/CD stereo. Under the hood is a 350ci small-block Chevy V8 with aluminum intake, Holley 4-barrel carburetor, and chrome dress-up kit. Power is sent through a Saginaw 4-speed manual transmission with hydraulic clutch to a Ford 9-inch rear axle. The engine bay shows some patina but is cleanly presented and features updated wiring. The undercarriage shows solid floors and frame rails, with surface rust throughout and more serious rust noted on the inner rockers and some body mounts. Suspension consists of front coil springs and rear leaf springs, with power front disc brakes and rear drums. Exhaust flows through headers and dual Flowmaster mufflers for a classic hot rod tone. On the road, this fleet line starts easily and runs well. The upgraded V8 delivers solid power, the 4-speed shifts smoothly, and the brakes offer confident stopping. Some interior squeaks and rattles are present, and the speedometer and odometer were noted as inoperative during testing. This 1947 Chevrolet Fleetline Aero sedan blends timeless fastback styling with the spirit of classic street rotting. It's a stylish, usable cruiser that could be enjoyed as is or taken to the next level with a little exterior TLC.
Number 14.
1958 Jaguar XK150 Roadster. Price, $39,900. Location, Oklahoma. A refined example of British open-air motoring, this 1958 Jaguar XK150 Roadster presents in a striking triple black color scheme, paint, interior, and convertible top all dressed in black for maximum sophistication. Showing 23,134 miles, TMU. This example embodies Jaguar's evolution from spirited sports car to elegant grand tourer, complete with disc brakes at all four corners and a smooth 3.4L inline-six. One of just 9,395 XK150 Roadsters produced during its run, this car offers a rare blend of style, engineering, and exclusivity. The XK150's iconic silhouette remains unaltered and undeniably British: long, flowing fenders, sculpted doors, and a delicately sloping rear deck. The black paint sets a moody, upscale tone, accented by brilliant chrome on the grille, bumpers, light bezels, and 16-inch wire wheels. Fog lamps up front add function and flair, while the black canvas top appears to be in excellent condition with a clear plastic rear window. The only notable exterior flaw is a scrape on the inside of the driver's door latch panel, but overall, the finish and bright work present beautifully. Inside, the cockpit is all business in black, with smooth leather upholstery and elegant simplicity throughout. A split bench seat straddles a pleated tonneau cover, while the rear seating is more ornamental than practical. A wood-rimmed steering wheel and center-mounted black-faced gauges framed in aluminum evoke mid-century luxury. A floor-mounted shifter with a wooden knob shows light patina, and the carpets, door panels, and top boot are clean and cohesive. The trunk is neatly lined and continues the black-on-black aesthetic. Powering this XK150 is a rebuilt 3.4L DOHC inline-six producing 190 horsepower, fed by dual SUH6 carburetors. A 4-speed manual gearbox and 3.54 rear axle complete the classic British drivetrain formula. Disc brakes at all four corners, a first for a mass-produced road car at the time, ensure it stops as confidently as it accelerates. The engine bay is tidy and highly presentable, showcasing Jaguar's traditional polished cam covers and twin air filters. Underneath, the frame and floors appear solid, with minimal surface rust and no fluid leaks noted. The stainless steel dual exhaust system gleams from the midsection to the rear bumper, and the suspension remains true to its period spec, torsion bars up front and leaf springs in back. On the road, this XK150 performs with poise and dignity. It starts quickly, shifts smoothly, and delivers a graceful ride with capable handling and linear braking. All tested functions worked properly during our evaluation, contributing to a confident and enjoyable driving experience. While the XK150 may have leaned more toward grand touring than pure motorsport, its design, performance, and rarity have only grown more appreciated with time. This triple black roadster is a stunning representation of Jaguar's 1950s legacy, sophisticated, understated, and unmistakably British. Whether it's your next concours entry or a weekend companion for scenic drives, it's a car that elevates any collection.
Number 15.
1959 Mercury Monterey 4-door sedan. Price, $15,000. Location, Morgantown, Pennsylvania. Mid-century design meets space-age optimism in this 1959 Mercury Monterey, an unapologetically bold 4-door cruiser with panoramic glass, tasteful fins, and period-correct flair. With just 116,775 actual miles and a restoration completed in years past, this Mercury still carries the aura of late 50s American style and ingenuity. Finished in a striking silver beige metallic over glacier white roof with a subtle pink base tone, it's a rare glimpse into a time when cars were as much about making a statement as they were about transportation. The exterior design is everything you'd want from 1959. Dual headlights with a visor over a wide shaver grille, miles of chrome, gently canted fins, and futuristic tail lights that angle outward from the rear quarter panels. The long body panels show signs of age with chips and surface rust from an older respray, but the overall presence remains intact. Large wraparound glass at the front and rear adds an airy, panoramic feel, capped by the cantilever-style roofline finished in glacier white. Wide whitewall tires on chrome-capped wheels with turbine-like ribs complete the retro vibe. Inside, the Monterey feels like stepping into a mid-century lounge. The dash is a tiered design of rectangles, buttons, and levers, all centered around the large original steering wheel and horizontal speedometer. The split bench front seat and wide rear bench are trimmed in black and white chain-link tweed fabric with brown vinyl bolsters, an unmistakably 50s look. Aged but clean brown carpeting lines the floors, and the mohair-style headliner remains original, showing natural discoloration but retaining its structure. The padded dash has one notable crack above the speaker, but otherwise the interior is tidy and complete. Power comes from a 312ci V8 topped with a 2-barrel carburetor, mated to a Mercomatic 3-speed automatic transmission and a 3.12 rear axle. The engine bay is exceptionally clean, with gold valve covers and air cleaner providing a touch of luxury. A documented rebuild in 2011 means it runs reliably and quietly, offering smooth starts and respectable performance for its era. Underneath, this Mercury shows some aging undercoating and light surface rust but remains structurally sound. Suspension consists of independent coil springs up front and leaf springs in the rear. Braking has been upgraded with power front discs, while the rear retains power drums. A dual exhaust system routes to the rear, providing a mellow tone. Out on the road, this Monterey cruises effortlessly. Steering is light, throttle response is smooth, and the cabin remains eerily quiet at idle. All major functions were operational during testing, and the ride quality is exactly what you'd expect from a late 50s full-size sedan, floaty, relaxed, and charming. If you're seeking a budget-friendly entry into the world of classic American cruisers with distinctive styling and honest character, this 1959 Mercury Monterey checks all the right boxes. It's the kind of car that turns heads at local shows and transports you straight into the golden age of roadside diners, chrome bumpers, and wide-open highways.